And I think you're going to see more and more of these little, what look like gardens explode into big gardens and then started looking like forests. Again, this is not going to get built over a day. It's going to get built over a decade. But what I am positive, much more so than I ever have been in my entire, 12, 13-year crypto journey, is that investing in the future for us, right, we're 500 employees, it's easier for me to invest today than it was a year ago or a year ago. The idea that this is going away is no longer even a reality, even a speck of reality. These businesses will be bigger next year. They'll be bigger in 5 years. It's going to be hard to navigate, right? There's a ton of competition. And so for us as a company, we need to execute. We need to hire talented people. We need to be smart. But if we fail, it's going to be our own fault, not because, oh, shit, I made a bad bet on the industry. Like, the industry bet has been, in lots of ways, de-risked. And now it's the talent bet.
Wait a minute, everyone. We all agree that the crypto market never sleeps, but with countless newsletters out there, how do you choose the best one for you? Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In today's video, Michael Novogratz straddles two worlds that are rapidly converging. The former Goldman Sachs partner founded the equivalent financial services powerhouse for digital assets.
I would think this has started a trend, and the big token ecosystem, Solana, now being kind of the buzz of the last year, right? Ever since the FTX estate disposed of it all, right? It's got unbelievable buzz and unbelievable growth. My guess is that's going to be the next one that does an ETF. And yes, because it's the same process. How do you take this community and widen it, right? The ETF is hitting new players that weren't buying Bitcoin and weren't buying Ethereum. And so these ecosystems are about building community. And so if you can widen your community, of course you're going to. So I went to the dinner last night, the Coin Center dinner. And in some ways, that is kind of the purest maxi group of people that believe in crypto as a real revolution to overthrow this system that continues to fail them and break, right? And if you think of that core Bitcoin tenet, it's a revolution. I have always been someone who thought, I love those people, but quite frankly, I've seen countries that go through revolutions and they get really, really ugly. And that's not exactly what I want. I started Galaxy to bring in institutions so we could take the best of what crypto is offering, right? Freedom, decentralization, cutting out the middleman, a hard money, but to do it in a way that doesn't break the system. And I think that's the middle path that most Americans want, and quite frankly, that a lot of people in the crypto universe want. Not all of them. And listen, I respect the hell out of the Bitcoin maxis. What I like most about them is, by definition, they can't sell their Bitcoin. And so they just have these bigger and bigger stacks. But they believe Bitcoin's taken over, you would never sell it. And so we don't have a lot of selling pressure from some of the biggest players in the system. Great for guys, great for the system. And so, listen, it takes all, people in the tent to make this work. And I think they've got an important part, but it's not exactly where Galaxy comes out.
Michael Dell, founder and CEO of Dell Technologies, has generated excitement with a curious message suggesting that his company might explore Bitcoin as a possible investment. On June 21, Dell tweeted, "Star City creates value," a phrase often associated with Bitcoin due to its supply cap of 21 million tokens against rising demand. His tweet quickly drew the attention of Michael Saylor, a prominent advocate for Bitcoin as a corporate treasury asset. Dell's subsequent repost of Saylor's reply, coupled with an image of Cookie Monster eating Bitcoin, left the market abuzz with anticipation that he may invest in the cryptocurrency in the future, either from his personal investment portfolio or via his company. Dell's recent financial moves provide a strong backdrop for this potential investment into Bitcoin. For instance, Dell Technologies stock has appreciated nearly fivefold since its return to the public market in December 2018. In the past 18 months alone, The company's Class C common stock has surged from $40 to $145 per share, quadrupling Dell's net worth to around $120 billion, making him the 14th richest person globally. So far, in 2024, Dell has cashed out $2.1 billion, while retaining 58% of the company's ownership. In other words, he has excess capital available to deploy into the Bitcoin market, particularly against the backdrop of rising U.S. debt, which may negatively impact the U.S. dollar's value in the future. What if Dell Technologies' portfolio goes 1% Bitcoin? Joe Consorti, an analyst at the Bitcoin Layer, a global macro research firm, argues that Bitcoin can benefit from corporations like Dell Technologies, given their potential to garner excess cash due to the advent of cost-cutting artificial intelligence technologies. Outsized returns on their reserves during this AI boom will provide a further buffer for capital allocation during a time when spending and scaling in computer manufacturing haven't been this rapid or hotly contested in decades, he wrote, adding, Dell is sitting on $5.83 billion in cash to make that happen. For corporates, holding even a small percentage of the balance sheet in Bitcoin, say 1%, could give them a significant edge over competitors. For example, if Dell Technologies allocates 1% of its $5.83 billion cash reserves to Bitcoin, amounting to $58.3 million, it could potentially see this investment grow to $118.7 million in just 1 year, based on Bitcoin's historical annualized returns of approximately 103.5% over the past decade. Historical data suggests that corporations can greatly benefit from Bitcoin investment. For instance, Saylor's MicroStrategy boasts a staggering profit of approximately $6.33 billion from its strategic BTC acquisitions in recent years. At the same time, top investors like Warren Buffett have refrained from buying Bitcoin. Hypothetically, Buffett would have boosted his company Berkshire Hathaway's returns from 214% to 240% over 5 years if he had allocated even 1% of its net portfolio to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the single best asset to position yourself in for outsized risk-adjusted returns over any multi-year timeframe, noted Consorti, adding, You're simply not working in the best interests of your shareholders if you ignore this without reason.
What is shocking to talk about how strong crypto is right now. At the beginning of the year, we thought the market, not just we, thought 5 Fed cuts this year, maybe 7. And now we've gotten 0, and it doesn't look like we're getting any until maybe September, and if we get them, we're going to get 1 this year. And crypto's at the highs. Think of where it would have been if the Fed was cutting rates, right? Why is that happening? Why are equities happening when rates are staying high? The federal government is spending 6.5% more of GDP than a balanced budget would have at a time when we've got full employment, right? We are running the most profligate fiscal policy that we have run since I was born. And it's been normalized. Donald Trump normalized it. Joe Biden has normalized it. They have been the 2 presidents that have done more to wreck the finances of your children and grandchildren than any presidents in the history of this country. And the crypto market understands that. Why Bitcoin is a great long-term asset is because we're in an environment when we have a populist president running on the right and a populist president running on the left. And populist presidents don't like to tighten their belts. Joe Biden wants to forgive more student loans, right? I was talking to a Democratic senator today who's on the Armed Service Committee. He said, I don't care who wins. We need to spend so much on the military in the next 10 years to combat the threat from China and Russia and the new advancements in AI and fighting, that just the increased military spending is incredible. Where are we going to get all this money? We're going to keep printing it and printing it. Those deficits aren't going away. And that really is why you should sleep like a baby owning your Bitcoin. Have a little bit of gold and silver as well.
A key technical indicator suggests that the price of the flagship cryptocurrency Bitcoin could soon top the $100,000 mark, despite currently being in a bearish trend that has seen its price drop from a high of $72,000 to around $63,500. According to technical analysis published on TradingView by cryptocurrency trader TradingShot, Bitcoin's price chart on the weekly time frame has formed a giant cup and handle pattern. A cup and handle pattern occurs when the price of a security trends downward and recovers to form a U shape, before seeing another slight downward drift that forms the handle. It's widely considered a bullish signal. According to Trading Shot, while the technical pattern is valid, it may have gone ignored by some as traders tend to focus either on shorter-term price action or cyclical structures that are often repeated from cycle to cycle. The chart, he said, is now in the process of completing its handle as the price trends downward, with BTC recently dropping from around $6,500 to $63,500, and how long it'll take for the pattern to be completed largely depends on which of the following moving average periods will hold. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Zella. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.